What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Roman Reigns returning with a big change, WWE are still trying to sabotage AEW, the most hated wrestler ever, the Saraya appearing at Evolution, WWE planning a Santino Marella return, an ECW legend is cancer-free, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. Now let's do the intro and get straight into our first story. Now our first story looks at Roman Reigns returning to WWE with a big change. At top of today's news is a question on many fans' minds is when Roman Reigns is returning to WWE. While fans haven't heard anything concrete on Roman's return, as a tribal chief has been off TV since Paul Heyman betrayed him at night 1 of WrestleMania 41, WWE's began dropping hints that Reigns is on his way back, including recent comments from Roman's former wise man, well now the oracle for Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman, that Reigns is afraid to come back. Now, while it's believed that Roman will wrestle at Summerslam, a two-night event booked for the 2nd and 3rd of August, there's no word on when Reigns will return to set up his first match since WrestleMania 41. However, with the biggest party of the summer just 22 days away, it's believed that WWE will set up an angle soon to set up his return bout. One possibility is Saturday night's main event, where Bill Goldberg will wrestle his retirement match against World Heavyweight Champion Gunther. Some fans are suggesting that Seth Rollins may decide to cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase at Saturday night's main event after Goldberg and Gunther beat each other senseless, but that Roman Reigns will show up to spoil Seth's plan. This will be a high-profile place to showcase Roman's comeback. Nonetheless, fans believe that WWE will save it for SmackDown since the promotion may not want Roman's return to overshadow Goldberg vs Gunther. Now, although the timetable for Roman's return remains a mystery, a new report suggests he will be using a new nickname when he returns. WrestleVotes is reporting, with his return drawing closer, we're told the moniker OTC1 or Tribal Chief 1 is the leading idea for how Roman Reigns will be presented upon his return to television. Sources continue to indicate Reigns is slated for SummerSlam at MetLife Stadium. Now, the new name Tribal Chief 1 is set to invite discussion amongst fans as they wonder why Roman is adopting a new nickname after adopting the original Tribal Chief following his battle with Solo Sikoa over the rights to be called a Tribal Chief. I mean, if he's nicknaming himself Tribal Chief 1, does that still mean that he acknowledges Solo Sikoa as a Tribal Chief? Like many discussions in WWE, this probably boils down to merchandising, as WWE can release a new selection of OTC1 swag. Knowing how popular Roman is, they'll probably sell out in a matter of minutes. Next up, WWE's horrible plans for SummerSlam. What is WWE actually doing with SummerSlam? Now, according to rumors, Jelly Roll is going to be wrestling at SummerSlam. According to PW Insider, Jelly Roll has been doing some pro wrestling training in anticipation of competing in his first ever match at the two-night SummerSlam. Tonight's SmackDown is supposed to kick off that storyline. It's also been reported that Jelly Roll is expected to join forces with a top babyface. Whilst we don't know who that top babyface is, we do know who else is going to be involved in that storyline, and it's none other than Logan Paul. According to PW Insider Elite, WWE creative sources this morning stated that Jelly Roll's storyline will see the actor and singer clash with Logan Paul. Like, what in the world are WWE thinking at this point? Who in their right mind wants to see Jelly Roll wrestle in the ring? Was Triple H in creative and just thought, wow, light bulb, maybe we should have Jelly Roll in the ring with somebody? We get that celebrities are a part of WWE, and some celebrities like Bad Bunny have blown us away, but this is just ass. Right now, Kenny Omega was right when he said a couple of WrestleManias down the road, the main event is going to be Logan Paul versus Mr. Beast. Next up, John Cena's last opponent revealed. Could Drew McIntyre end up being John Cena's last opponent? Let's look at some recent comments from McIntyre during a chat with Sports Illustrated that suggest that Drew is looking to challenge the current WWE Undisputed Champion. I've never had a singles match with Cena. He's been ducking me his entire career. Don't know why. I'm sure he'd put a spin on it, as he always does. He's not the same John Cena. He's a little bitch these days. Would you guys like to see Cena wrestle Drew in his last match ever? Next up, WWE are still trying to sabotage AEW. Now, is WWE counter-programming another AEW pay-per-view? Well, according to WrestleVotes Radio, WWE is booking NXT Heatwave the same day as AEW's 24th August Forbidden Door pay-per-view. Now, what's caught some people's attention is that the decision came from TKO executives as opposed to WWE executives. Now, we aren't sure how much weight to put in this distinction as WWE has been counter-programming AEW for years. Nonetheless, it suggests TKO is fully invested in giving AEW competition whenever it runs a show. WWE is already under fire for scheduling 3 shows this same weekend as AEW's All In event, with critics claiming WWE wants to overshadow one of AEW's biggest events. WrestleVotes recently discussed WWE's apparent strategy. This is definitely something WWE wants to do, where if NXT is on the road and booking for arenas, they want to do it somewhere where they're going to have the last word of the night. AEW is going to be having All In the afternoon, and WWE is going to come in thereafter with Saturday night's main event. So at the end of the day, you're not just talking about the fallout from AEW, you're talking about what WWE is doing as well, controlling the narrative and momentum online, so there's no coincidence. There's definitely a directive coming from WWE with the behest of TKO behind it. They're all for it. They want to do more of these things. It's unlikely this counter-programming will end unless WWE finds AEW shows outdrawing its own shows. The biggest question is how much the WWE shows are affecting AEW pay-per-view buys. Next up, Ricochet Blasts WWE. A current AEW talent, Ricochet isn't holding back when it comes to his thoughts on WWE's counter-programming of AEW events. Once the news was out, Ricochet tweeted a "bitch move." Ricochet isn't alone in his sentiment, but it's doubtful WWE even cares. Next up, another bout booked for Saturday night's main event. Tomorrow's Saturday night's main event just got bigger as WWE has announced that Big Jim Uso will challenge Solo Sikoa for the United States Championship. This is particularly interesting due to the ongoing rivalry between Solo and his MFTs, that being the My Family Tree faction and Jacob Fatu. Knowing Solo's habit of having his henchmen Tala Tonga, Tongaloa, and JC Mateo interfere in his matches, along with the fact that the referee is normally blind when they interfere, chances are Jimmy will have the deck stacked against him. But the question is, will Jacob Fatu show up to help, and will he come alone, or could fans see Jey Uso arrive to help his brother? Next up, the most hated wrestler. Now, a recent report from Cryptomaniac Sport did a survey on which wrestlers received the most hate online. Well, it seems that Charlotte Flair came in at number 1. But the report analyzed millions of social media posts using natural language and sentiment analysis tools. The study from Cryptomaniac Sports looked at more than 350 high-profile athletes across NFL, soccer, NBA, and WWE AEW to identify which stars received the most online abuse from fans. The study revealed that Flair is in a class of her own when it comes to hatred. The research found that not only was the former women's champion the most trolled wrestler out of the 100 plus in the study, she also faced more online abuse than any other athlete in the study, including major figures such as Patrick Mahomes, LeBron James, Travis Kelce, and Kylian Mbappe. A given amount of vitriol thrown at sports athletes, you might think that the NFL, NBA, and Premier League players would land in the top spot. However, Charlotte Flair, Nia Jax, and Mercedes Moné topped the overall list, edging out the sports superstars. The report listed the 10 wrestlers who received the most spite, with Saraya coming at number 4, Tegan Nox, CM Punk, Chris Jericho, Cora Jade, the Young Bucks, and then Jade Cargill at number 10. Wrestling fans have been accused of letting loose on social media, and if this study has any credibility, it may be further proof that wrestling fans make sports fans look like amateurs. It's worth noting that this study is unlikely to be peer-reviewed, so take it with a grain of salt. Next up, WWE planning Santino Marella return. Now, is WWE planning to bring back former superstar Santino Marella, now working in TNA? WrestleVotes is reporting that WWE officials are hopeful they can utilize Santino. Marella, known for his incredible comedic talents, is a fan favorite, and there's no doubt WWE fans would embrace him. Santino's daughter Ariana Grace, who worked what is believed to be the first father-daughter tag team match on a major stage last May, is currently working in NXT. It's unclear if WWE plans call for Marella to work in WWE's development brand, or whether he'll appear on the main roster. Would you guys like to see Santino return though? Next up is Saraya appearing at Evolution. Now, is former AEW Women's Champion Saraya, aka former superstar Paige, appearing at Sunday's Evolution pay-per-view? There have been whispers about this for some time, and a recent tweet from Saraya only has added fuel to the fire. Not me leaving Hawaii for one day to come sign, so you better be there. If you bring anything, bring sunscreen so my pale ass doesn't burn when I turn around and come back. See you Saturday in Phoenix. The thing is, she's only there for one day, so a Sunday appearance could be possible. But that's not the only hint, as Saraya told Chris Van Vliet how much she enjoyed playing Paige. I miss Paige so much, I tell people all the time. So again, when I went to AEW, I didn't want to be close to my character in WWE because of the comparisons. I was like, okay, and then I ended up being like a chicken shit heel with AEW, which is all fun and good, but there's a ceiling to that. Saraya may get her fair share of criticism on social media, but she remains popular with her many fans. With rumors of Saraya's WWE return being inevitable, Evolution seems like a great place for a triumphant return. Next up, another wrestler joins the Street Fighter cast. Now, add New Japan Pro Wrestling star Hiroki Goto to the growing list of wrestlers set to appear in the upcoming Street Fighter film. Fightful Select reports that he's now on board for the film and will be playing E Honda, the sumo fighter in the game. Next up is Dustin Rhodes never coming back to WWE. Now it appears that fans won't get to see Dustin Rhodes working on any programs in WWE with his brother Cody Rhodes. The Dallas Morning News is reporting that Dustin is locked into a 6-year deal with AEW. Now you may recall a report in late 2024 that Dustin put pen to paper on a new AEW deal, and now fans are learning the details behind the deal. Dustin continues to impress fans with his work ethic and in-ring abilities as he still puts on an exciting matches despite his age. Just how much longer he'll wrestle is unknown, but Dustin told Renee Paquette last month that he believes that AEW President Tony Khan will give him a big send-off. I think he's going to give me the opportunity to go out like Sting did, and that's the most respect that I could ever feel. Feel the most love, the most passion from this company, and I feel it every single day. Dustin's career dates back to the late 80s, and he's shown an uncanny ability to stay relevant by reinventing himself. Whether it's been his time as the Natural, Goldust, or his current work in AEW, he remains a draw and a relevant figure in pro wrestling. And finally, an ECW legend is cancer-free. Last but not least, great news for AEW legend Francine as she recently tweeted a health update about a potential cancer scare. Just got my biopsy results and no cancer was found. God is good. Thank you for all the prayers and positive thoughts that you sent my way. Now we're thrilled to hear this, and judging from the comments on Francine's X account, her fans are as well. But there you have it folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.